Edna! Lena! Ah, you two. Come on. No, later. Later. In the room here? We need another camera, what? Oh, the certificate? Okay. The first thing I'd like to do is let Eric go ahead and do the installation of officers. Can we do that first? Eric?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do that first, and then we can proceed from there. All right? You have the floor.
Yeah, okay. Last December during the Christmas party, the board, the 2009 board of directors had been introduced to the body. There's only one change, or on the lineup of the 2009 board of directors. The change was there was one board members that resigned, and as a replacement, we considered two other candidates. I think Linda and myself were talking to the two candidates, but apparently they declined as well. So, we were back to the original, lineup that Steve has submitted 2 weeks before the party. So now the lineup, the 2009 lineup is Steve Merman, David Major, Maria Risorak, John Lynch, Malu Anderson, and then Edna Major, okay, and then Nena Amigo, okay. And then the Mecklenburg representative is Bill Little, Letty Waddell, Robert Escobar. Robert is not here right now, okay. And Margarita Placino. Okay. So this is now the makeup of the 2009.
Well, we need to have one from the west.
Yes. We're missing one representative. That's the area in the Gastonia area. That's what my understanding of the West District is.
We'll work on that.
Okay. I'll pass around this oath of office, and I took the liberty of putting your position already because we already know the position. Normally, what happens is that the first thing, the order of business on the incoming board of directors is for them to sit down and determine who would be doing what position. But apparently, all of these are all volunteer. And then when they came in, they have a specific position in mind. So I took the liberty of putting the position next to your name in the oath of office. Okay. For Steve, for David, Maria, Malu Anderson, John Lynch, Edna, Nena. For Robert, I'll just leave it here. William, Bill, Larry, and then the last one will be Margarita. So in front of you is the oath of office, and I would administer that. Yeah, could you all stand up and repeat after me? And you could read your individual oath of office, and you could repeat after me. And raise your right hand.
Is this on?
I, having been selected to the position of of the Filipino-American community of the Carolinas
of the Filipino-American community of the Carolinas
for the year 2009,
for the year 2009,
do hereby solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly swear
that I will faithfully discharge
that I will faithfully discharge
the duties and responsibility of my position,
the duties and responsibilities of my position.
and I will obey the rules and regulations
I will obey the rules and regulations
set forth in the Constitution of FACC.
set forth in the Constitution of the FACC.
I will uphold the bylaws of the organization
I will uphold the bylaws of the organization
without mental reservation
without mental reservation
or purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Now you're sworn in. Just signify your signature on that oath of office.
Now you cannot back up anymore.
I will, as the first thing I'll do is I'll turn over all this oath of office to your secretary, and this would be the start of your
Okay. Alright.
Before you leave today, you got to have pictures.
Yeah, yeah.
Pwede ba kung ano, ako ba
just a reminder that this would be the last function that the COMELEC would be undertaking for the 2008 COMELEC. So as a board, by July,
Oh, she's apart.
just a reminder that you need to appoint at least 2 or 3 members of the COMELEC group, to serve as your COMELEC in 2009.
So this comes from general membership and or advisory board or what?
Yeah, it could be,
Any combination?
Yeah, it's up to you. You could recommend. I could recommend certain names that you could, talk to be your comment.
Alright, I'll ask that you do that.
Yeah,
That'll be up to us.
because I think it's very important that the communication now is vital for the general public to understand how the process of selection comes about with the ACC. And the crucial thing is that the COMELEC as well as the board should encourage people to be to serve for the board, so that we could ascertain that FACC as an organization will continue. So you started by appointing the COMELEC, and then during your newsletter, during your activities, you could encourage people to come in and serve for the board.
Right.
In this way, you'll be guided by the COMELEC will be guided with the deadlines on the process of selection. The 3 weeks towards the party would be the deadline of submission of the nomination. Then 2 weeks after the party is the final list of nomination, because if there are more nominations than the position, then the COMELEC has to do the rules of the election. At the same time, it has to be broadcasted or to all the general public, so that they'll understand that during the Christmas party there's an election. Okay, and this has happened a lot of times, but for the past 3 years and now the 4th year, we haven't had any election. So this is just simple, guidelines that the bylaws has it, so everybody would know about it.
I think the
So
first-
every newsletter, you should encourage people, especially a lot of new people now coming in, that they're not aware of our rules and regulations. So in this way, people won't feel left out of on anything. Okay? So communication is really important and vital for your success. So in your my last comment is really on the second week before the Christmas party, there should be like a newsletter for the invitation for the Christmas party, as well as telling the body that there'll be an election.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
Alright, and I wish you all good luck. And, you know, it's really a difficult position, especially, you know,
Mhm.
it's a volunteer position. You have to really, you know, spend a lot of time,
Mhm.
and you're not compensated.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Good luck to you all.
Thank you.
Alright. Yes.
Well,
Yes.
in behalf of the previous board, we would like to thank you for all your work.
Okay. Yeah.
You've been doing it year after year and year after year.
Yeah, and
Thank you very
my
much.
every Christmas party, I'm really scared of going to the Christmas party because every time I have to, you know, face the body saying we need volunteers. You know, I mean, this has been going on for the 3 years now, and I think there are a lot of young people here, new people that has come into this area. There are a lot of professionals that came in. They have retired in this area, and I think we could tap that resource. I think, you know, and Steve, your board is supported by people that has served the board. You know, you have an advisory group. Don't forget that are open, you know, to all your question and inquiry. The advisory board are composed of the previous presidents. I mean, you could, you know, tap that resource, and they're always willing to answer your questions. You know, that's why if I have questions about even it's not, you know, the area of the COMELEC, when they ask me about certain provision in the Constitution, which is not my area, I always pass it on to Lito, to Wally, to Luz, the people that, you know, was part of the creation of these articles of organization, the Constitution. So you just, you know, you're supported, and, you know, just don't, you know,
Okay, now we
don't
will
be
go
ashamed to, you know, or anything. I'll see you guys, and good luck to you all.
One quick thing I want to do before the next item. I put together a folder for pass these around. Should be one for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
We're meeting board members right now. I want to make sure I have. I'll get you a second package of information. Robert, can you see? Edna? Hey, come sit over here. Sit over here. Alright. And I do that because they'll also give you pencil and paper. I left pen and paper in there for you, the notepad, and etc. We have 4 past presidents with us. And I want to acknowledge those people and ask them to just say something to you, to us, if they would. Paul Amigo was past president. Dale is the past president this past year. And
Ex officio. And I'm also the ex officio
now.
for
That's
this
right,
year,
ex
right?
officio. Right. And Lito Balsita and Dr. Nini Bautista. And if you would, whoever wants to start, if you just give us a little something. Go ahead, Dale. You were this past most recent. You
No, I think we go with my age.
Oh, I'm not gonna touch that. I will not touch that.
You know better. However.
Everybody wants to start, I will start.
Go ahead, Lito.
I always start anyway. As a matter of fact,
The clock is running.
I don't need to introduce myself, but thank God you know me. I was the first president actually of the association. And of course there were some group before already, we had 3 galas, as you know it, before the association had sprouted and became official. And the first thing I would like to recommend actually, and I first of course I congratulate you for your acceptance of this position today. But I would urge, and I don't know what your packet consists of, but I should like to recommend that you get to have a copy of the Constitution and bylaws so that you know what it is. And if you are interested, then I'm sure I will also give Steve a copy of the articles of the Constitution. You know, the one that we submitted.
They
to
can
you.
forward a copy of bylaws
Get
and
that.
everything.
They've already done it.
Get familiar with it. Of course, it's all spelled out what this association is all about, what your positions are, what your roles are, and things like that. So some are self-explanatory, some are not. But if you have any questions, then just feel free to discuss it with us, Council of Presidents. These are, just like you mentioned, we are your advisors. But I just want to emphasize, and of course, these are all spelled out in the Constitution. You are a team. Just consider this group as a team. And just like any other team, whether it is a sports team or a project team, each of you has his own roles, right? You have a leader who is the president, and then you have your two vice presidents and everything, treasurer, secretary. And if, just like any other team, you have your own function, and it's important. I think you're all very important. And if one of your members doesn't function the way he should function, you know, the team is weak. You should recognize that. And I would like to recognize also and emphasize the representatives. As a matter of fact, I value these representatives because these representatives are actually a leader of their own districts also. As a matter of fact, they are the vehicle to the members, from the members to your core. And that's why I really value this highly, because if you are from the South, for instance, you got to know your people from the South because you are their representative. So that when you come to a meeting, at least you should know who is new in your district, you should know who is sick in your district, who is getting married or whatever. And you are the vehicle from that district to the meetings. So that's why I really emphasize that we should have somebody who will fill in the West. Because if you don't have a representative in there, then you're missing that one quadrant, which is very important. So keep that in mind. And another thing is, I'd like to emphasize, just like in the other team, as I mentioned, you all have its own role. But as a team, you are speaking as a body, as a unified body, which means that if you make a decision, it got to be a body decision. I like to emphasize that because there are some. There's a reason sometimes a team fails because it doesn't function that way. Whether you're president or a representative, you have both one vote as a team. So if you have some ideas, and there's no such thing as a bad idea or idea that should be ignored. Everything is important, and put it on the table. Don't be bashful, and discuss it as a team. So just keep that in mind. That just make sure that when you make a decision, you have a quorum, that we are represented, as should be. If you're a majority, then got to be taken as such. So anyway, that's what I'd like to emphasize to you guys. And I know the team, just like you guys, since you have been pre-selected, you pre-selected yourself and volunteered, and I know that you all know each other, so there should be no stranger in here. And I think I can really foresee that this is a very, very strong team. So anyway, just want to congratulate you once again, and good luck. We'll be here behind you if you have any questions, then we'll always be here.
Next, go. Hello, everybody. My name is Paul Anigo. I had the opportunity to be president for 2 terms. There was presidents before me and then presidents after me. Very good presidents before me, very good presidents after me. In my opinion, the strength of the FACC is the tenacity, the strength of two-thirds, maybe about one-half of members, their tenacity to stick together. Each president and each administration has its own problems. Today, you're just gonna go into a situation where you're gonna talk about these things, but you're going to be facing problems after problems after problems. And you're going to meet oppositions after oppositions after oppositions. Thing is, this is really a Filipino American, 51-49. It's like so majority is Filipino. So the thinking is Filipino. It's always going to be plain, always plain. That's number one. Second, the Filipino, in my opinion, is very intelligent. And I guess you guys know that because you're married to some of them. You're married to them. They are very opinionated people, very strong opinions. If Visayan thinks, I am this. And Ilocano thinks, I am this. My parents gave me programs to school. They gave me the support to go to school, and I am what I am. I'm very strong with my conviction. That's a Filipino. And they are not, the ones that they know, are not shy to say it. But because we are a colonial country, with that colonial mentality, some of us are fence sitters. Now, they are not fence sitters because they want to be fence sitters. They're fence sitting because they do not really know whether they should do something about it. So then the strength of those people who are fence sitting and are still willing, I'm not saying they're fence sitting but not willing, they're willing to do something, but they're not doing anything, is the strength is coming from the board. It will be from your board wherein you can prove to us who are out there sitting down, oh, we're going to support this project, or we're going to think, do we have anything to say? It's going to be from your end. You're going to have troubles left and right. But then the strength is going to build up in you if you do just like any administration. There's never been a failure administration. There's been a singing administration, there's been a dancing administration. What's her name? What's the girl's name?
Margie.
Margie?
Yeah.
Margie.
Oh my gosh, it was administration or nothing but dancing,
Oh.
you know?
Well,
Yeah, you were. I'm not saying it's a bad administration. I'm just saying it's just a dancing administration.
Margie Holmes.
Yeah. That's what she was. She just like it's obvious. If I talk about my administration, it was just a hot dog hamburger best party administration, you know? And so that's how it is. So have fun, have that, continue that strength, wake people up. There's a lot of people out there that needs to be waked up. And they are willing to wake up if you can say the right things. Good luck.
Come on, John.
I was president for 8 months and it was fun. To me, I believe it is all about members. It's all about general membership. It's all for me, and I've always worked, it's always how am I going to make the members happy? First of all, how am I going to get them in here? And second, how I'm going to keep them. And it's always, for me, is I need to do a lot of things which we have done the last 8 months to keep the members happy. It's always making the members happy for me. I mean, you could all have other goals and what you're going to do this year, but I think if we don't have the members, we're going to make the members happy. It's hard. Now, when I went around, there are 2 areas where it will be a challenge. We practically lost Maria, and we need your help here. we practically lost Gastonia and Lincoln County because they have created their own, which is not official yet. As you know, Ori is doing that. But we have done Salisbury where you can be double member, you know. You can be member of Salisbury, you can be member with FACC. So a lot, I don't know who's going to be on that area, but a lot of challenge will be on that, recruiting people, because they already have their own, and the way Rock Hill also told me is their needs are already met. I went to the Christmas party for Rock Hill, they had it in a hotel. Oh my God, there were so many people. I talked with Andy, they're not official, but they don't want to join. They don't want to join and pay a formal fee. They just want, he has almost 100 adults, and there were like 50 kids, and there was so much, so I talked with him. I said, you know, Andy, how about FRCC?
It's okay.
But so Rock Hill is probably, yeah, they're probably.
Because Salisbury started like that too, you know, they spun out, but actually some of them are still.
Right, that's true.
nice.
Rock Hill,
Like and I, we were members of
right.
yes,
You know what,
guys.
Rock Hill, you know
Yeah.
what Andy told me is that as long as you communicate with me, with Andy, about our activities and our plans, then he can ask his people
Yeah.
to do it. But there's really a lot. And the other area when I was out last Friday night is Huntersville. Oh, Huntersville, there must be, in that one party, there must have been 50 kids that are elementary and babies. And I felt so old, I felt like a grandma. When I was there, oh my God. So Huntersville, whoever is in that side, the district rep, you need to work that Lord. There were a lot of transplants actually from New Jersey. A lot of transplants, we call them transplants. A lot of people from New Jersey are coming down in Huntersville. There are Cornelius. Is that yours?
I think so.
So that's only, my pitch is for members, making the members happy, getting them and retaining them.
There are Crucible and Rock Hill.
Andy Pagilaga,
Ilagan, Andy, yeah.
Andy and Lito Gonzalez,
Yeah.
they're the main people, and they were collecting $15 per family. I don't know how they're
But
gonna
they
spend
will still
that.
join our activities.
They will join the activities, but
They
they
don't
do
want
not
to be
want
members.
to pay a membership fee. That's what they
$5
do.
a month.
That's okay.
Well, I
That's
know.
one of them.
They haven't paid it in years, so.
Right, but they will come as if, that's what Andy told me, as long as we talk with them, you know, tell him that, you know, we have a picnic or we're gonna be the Dragon Boat, as long as he knows that, then he can share it with.
You give me their contact information, because I don't know.
Yeah,
Andy, yeah.
yeah, we have a struggle.
Yeah, Andy and Lito Gonzalez are actually they're the major people there. Andy and Lito Gonzalez are the major people in Rock Hill.
Okay,
Okay? Thank you.
thank you.
Before you leave, Dr. Nina, I'd like to emphasize something I forgot. Let's also mention the constitution in our bylaws. By the way, guys, you are 13 people. And there's a reason for that too, why there's 13, but the board of directors consists of 13. And if you come now in here, you're 11, one missing from west, next 12.
Robert.
Now the 13th person is, don't forget, your ex officio.
Yeah.
She is still a part of your board.
Hmm.
Okay, and the reason for that is there's so that if there you have something to discuss and you have a tie, then there's a breaker. That's why you are 13. But don't forget that in your meetings, your ex officio is still a part of your decision-making board.
Just like that.
It's always nice to have the last word.
Now that you're done.
I'll make it brief.
Last
I know
word.
you have a lot of things on the table, but I'd like to predicate with the thing with an adage like advice, like knowledge, is like a watch, no? It's not given the time or or whatever you need from a watch. It's not given out before it is asked. So therefore, the Council of Advisors here have always been your backup. They've always been helping the association, and we owe them a lot. They started this, and it has evolved from a social club in the beginning, and it has come into the 21st century, and it has networked out into the community. You have, even in Charlotte, you will notice it has become an international city. I would wear two hats today as I speak to you because I'm still chairman of the Asian Chamber. And in all my networking with others, they always look for where are the Filipinos because, you know, we have seemed to at least become visible, and we have become at least a part of the community, and they recognize us. So it is up to us to what we're going to do. It is up to the board to at least determine what you want to the FACC to be. And somehow I would like to at least stress the fact that we have a special relationship with the Asian Chamber, and somehow we need you as much as we need them, right? So we will at least join hands together and go into the next decade of the 21st century by being a community of international groups. Still, the Charlotte that we love, and somehow we can work together and most of all, have fun. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.